Hi, it's Carissa, and I have a very useful project for you today. I'm going to be making a gift card holder, and I wanted to show you how I cut the base of this so that you can see that and do it yourself. We need a piece of cardstock that is 11 by 4 1/4. So this is here, I'll turn it this way. This is the long edge of my cardstock, and normally for most cards we would cut it down the center of this long 11-inch edge. But we're actually going to turn it to where we're cutting the 8.5 inch. We're going to cut it at 4 1/4. So it's exactly in half again, but it's like the opposite way that you would normally do it. So I'm just going to cut that. And so that's an 11 by 4 1/4 inch piece. Then I'm going to grab either, you can use your scoring blade or you can use your bone folder. I prefer my scoring blade, but the bone folder will work just fine as well. So I'm going to stick that on here, and then I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. So I got to open up my arm here. Sorry, I have stuff in the way of my arm right now. Okay, so we're going to score it at 5 1/2, which is directly in the middle, and then we're going to score it at 3. We're going to move this into 3 and score it. And we're going to flip it around and score it at 3. So you're going to score it at 5 1/2, and you're going to score it at 3 inches on each side. So I don't think the camera I'm going to fold right here in the center. And get my bone folder. And then I'm going to fold, so I folded this here in the center, and then I'm going to fold these two ends in the opposite. So it's going to make like a little accordion. So you see that? It's made like this little accordion. And then I'm going to take and put adhesive. So let me show you where you don't want adhesive. This is the center fold. You don't want adhesive right here. But you want adhesive here, here, and here. So because we are going to make a spot for this to open along this folded edge. So just fold that there. So I've put, on the inside of this, I've put adhesive here, here, and here, but not along this edge up here. So the next thing you're going to want to do is make your opening for this gift card to slide in, and what you can do is just use your word window punch. And I'm going to find the edge there and just move in a little bit from the edge. You don't need to, you're going to want to see some gap between here and the edge of your paper. So I do that, and then I just work my way across. There. And this is why you don't want adhesive on that edge. I'm just trying to line up as best I can while you can still see it. Make sure that I'm not going off the edge over there. Okay, so ideally that would be a little straighter, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. And then you want to make like a little notch here, so you can either use like a smaller circle punch. I just don't happen to have any of those. So what I found is this fancy label punch. I'm going to use this rounded part right here. So I'm just going to put my paper in to where I can see just that rounded edge is going to snip out, and then I'm going to pop that out. So I have like my little indentation there. So I have a gift card here, and I'll show you. This just slides in. You might want to have something handy to just make sure that you've gotten your edges cut wide enough there. So there's that. And now it's time for the decoration. So I wanted to add a little ribbon closure. I think I'm going to use this chocolate chip grosgrain ribbon. I'm just going to pull it around and give myself some room to tie. There. Cut that. And then I'm going to attach it around this. So I'm just going to put some adhesive here, and I'll attach that. And then I'm going to put some here and attach that. So I've given myself enough room to tie like a bow or a knot or something over on this 2x2 square of Whisper White cardstock, my Not Quite Navy ink pad, and this snowflake is from the Serene Snowflakes set, which is in the holiday mini catalog this year. And I'm also going to add some of the shimmer paint. So I'm just going to shake that up, and I have a sponge dauber here to apply it to the stamp. So I'm going to ink up my stamp first, and then I'll just take my ink dauber and just daub it over top. But I think my favorite is the Champagne Mist, just in case you wanted to know that. So I'm going to stamp that there and then pull it off, and it's very shimmery. Can't really see it on camera, I don't think. Plus, I just realized it's really bright right there. So, there's my snowflake. I apologize for the brightness. And then I have this piece of Not Quite Navy cardstock that's cut at 2 1/4 by 3. And I've left it longer on one edge because I want to add this eyelet border to it. I'm just trying to get it in there as best I can. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to do it in one pinch, but I can't. So, just going to line it up again on both sides. Okay, so I have my edge there. And then when this is dry, I'll mount this on top. If I can get it, I couldn't pick it up. On top of there. And I'm probably going to put a rhinestone brad in the center of that. See if I can get it to show up a little better. So there's that, and I'll put a rhinestone brad. I'll put some... Okay, so I have my base here again, and what I wanted to add to this was a little bit of faux stitching. I don't do this a whole lot, but I thought this would be a good project to do it on. So I'm just going to take a white gel pen, and I just draw little fake stitch lines all around the edge here. So I've drawn my faux stitching around 3 edges there. I'm not going to put it along this edge. See if you can see that. And then I'm going to take my Close to Cocoa pad and my ink dauber, and I'm going to add some sponging. Okay, so now I'm just going to fix this right here on the front and just do my best to center it. And there it is. Let's see if I can get it a better angle. It seems to be washed out right now, but there's a cute little, you could stamp the Merry Christmas from the Teeny Tiny Wishes down here. It would be great. I wanted to note though that the ribbon really does help, because if you can see, this naturally wants to spring open, and I don't even have the thickness of a gift card in there. But I would recommend putting some sort of ribbon on there, and you could just punch a hole right here and then not wrap it around the whole entire card, but you definitely need a piece of ribbon to kind of give you some closure to this card. Then you could open it up and you could write inside. I would go ahead and probably sponge the back of this. I will do that. So I hope you've enjoyed this project, and I know that you're going to use it a lot this holiday season. So have a good day, and thanks for watching.